Today I wanted to talk a little bit about idioms, metaphors, and literal expressions. And to start with, I looked up the definition of idiom from the Urban Dictionary because I like how they define it best. And they describe it as an expression that doesn't necessarily have a definition, but it's more of an understanding that's behind it. And I really like that. And what I was thinking of, or what caused me to think about the use of an idiom or a metaphor, was a phrase that I've heard different cultures, and something Jesus even said about if your hand or if your foot offends you, to cut it off. And there are some cultures that literally do that. And I had to stop and think, Jesus, what did you mean when you said that? And I looked something else up, and Jesus loved metaphors, which are also like stories, parables, help to explain something. And he used metaphors when describing the kingdom of heaven. He used an expression like if it's like a mustard seed, a treasure buried in the field, a pearl of great price. He used these as word pictures to convey a meaning. And he also used strong words to convey something about the seriousness of sin. And that is what he's talking about when he used that expression, that idiom, if your hand or if your foot offends you, to cut it off. He is not saying to literally do self-mutilation. That is not at all what Jesus is talking about, but rather self-denial. What he means to say is that we must be sensitive to sin and renounce it and run from it and do whatever it takes to avoid it. And that is really what he's talking about. And I was thinking about other things in life, and I've shared some things before on my Facebook page, that if you really love someone, you are going to find out what they like, what they don't like. And here again, if you love them, it's not going to be a problem for you to walk in that or to do that, because you love them and you want to be with them and you want your relationship to work. And it's the same thing with Jesus. When we really understand, and if we love him, we will follow him. We'll do what he says. We will be obedient because we love him. And more than that, we'll take the time to understand, like, why is he saying what he is? Why would he say, run away from something that's going to hurt us? So the other thing I wanted to share that I was also thinking about was quite a few times when Jesus was calling different people, his disciples, they would be right in the middle of their everyday activity, fishing, tax collector, whatever. But when Jesus passed by, he called their name and he said, "Follow me." And those who they could just sense right off, there was like an instant connection. So it was because of that instant connection, it was easier for them to immediately leave their fishing nets, leave their family, or like their father or whatever, their family business or whatever, and follow Jesus, because they knew that there was something very different about Jesus Christ, very special. So just a couple thoughts, excuse me, that I wanted to share today. So have a blessed day.